Hello everyone, great to have you with us. As you can see, we're at the Amex Stadium for this one.
Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armoury, and the Premier League season return is well underway. Quite a entertaining first weekend across first fixtures back, I should say, because it wasn't really a weekend. It was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sorry, Sunday was Christmas Day. Yeah. In this kind of period during the holidays, as we call it now, because we're not allowed to call it Christmas anymore, we seem to have the situation where everything, I don't know, rolls into one, and we seem to forget days and that kind of thing. So that's why I got a little bit confused there. But anyway, welcome back. So the next games, they're coming in thick and fast. We've got 2 in this New Year period now. So New Year's Eve at 5:30 UK time, we are playing Brighton and Hove Albion at the Amex Stadium. We are coming off the back of a brilliant second half comeback against West Ham, which was on Boxing Day. As I said in the reaction to that, I did actually feel like it was a bit of a surprise, because I kind of expected us to be a little bit less. So kind of the first half performance was what I expected, where it would take us a bit of time to get into the swing of things and that kind of stuff. I wouldn't necessarily say I was expecting a drop off, because I know how well this team has played, and once you get into a rhythm of something, you tend to just go back into it. But I was really worried that this would be the game where we would drop points, just because it was the first game after the World Cup. People like Saka and Ramsdale and people like that had been at the World Cup, and that's what I was expecting. So I was very pleasantly surprised to see that the performance we put in, both in the first half and in the second half. The first half performance, as I said, we were kind of trying to find our rhythm again, but at the same time we still looked really surprisingly good. And then the second half was where we were outstanding. So I was pleasantly surprised, put it that way. Brighton is going to be a different game. In the past couple of years, I'd probably say past 2 or 3 seasons, the Amex has been a bit of a hoodoo for us. We'll all remember the time where Neil Mopai, either, depending on your storytelling, either intentionally or unintentionally injured Bernd Leno. I don't know why I'm laughing, but anyway, which kind of scuppered our top 4. Well, scuppered our league, our chances of getting into Europe that season, I believe. And it's now created the meme that is Ty from Arsenal Fan or from AFTV screaming "You're a cheat" into the camera about 50 million times. Anyway, so yeah, it's one of those places that we've not fared very well at recently. I think last season in our pursuit for top 4, we finished that game in a 0-0 draw. It was just after the game that we drew 2 in a row. So we drew at home to Crystal Palace, and then we had Brighton, and we drew 0-0 with them. And it was a very kind of like lackluster, lethargic performance. The only thing that gives me confidence is that this season, as much as I don't want to say this, I kind of have to, because it feels as if like this year we're different. And I don't think since Graham Potter's left Brighton, they've been the same team necessarily. I'm just going to have a look and see what their form is like going into this, because I don't actually know. It's one of the teams that I used to pay a little bit of attention to, because I like Brian Potter as a manager. I liked the football that Brighton played when he was the manager. But since then they've not been. They've been, average at best, even though they're actually 7th at the moment. Obviously, their last game on Boxing Day, they beat Southampton away 3-1, and then they've lost 2 and won 3 in the last 5 since before the World Cup. So they lost to Aston Villa, they beat Wolves, They beat. Oh yeah, that they had that massive win against Chelsea at the Amex, and they lost to Man City. So, losing to Man City is no, what's the word? No shame, to be honest. So, it's kind of indifferent at this moment in time. But they still have really, really good players. Lisandro Trossard seems like he's on fire at the moment, or he was on fire at the moment. So it's not going to be easy, put it that way. And as I said, it seems to be at the moment that this place is a hoodoo at the moment. The Amex Stadium seems to be a hoodoo for us. And if we can get a result there, even if it's a 1-0 win, I think it would be massive, because it's as I said, it's another ground that we've not done too well at in the past couple of seasons. The next month is going to be really, really testing for Arsenal, I think. Really, really testing, because I think I saw, as much as he annoys me, I saw Rory Jennings make a video about Arsenal potentially winning the league. I still don't think we will. I think there will be a point where City will come good. I think there's more of a chance of us finishing second or third now. But I don't foresee us winning the league, unfortunately. Like, I'm just being realistic. I'm not being negative. I'm just being realistic about it. Until we're in that position where there's no way we can't win the league, that's when I'm probably going to believe. Until then, I'm not going to. So the next couple of fixtures are, in the Premier League anyway, are going to be massive. The next month in general, because that's what he said. That's what Rory Jennings said. Going back, because I went off on a tangent there, but yeah, that's what he said. Going back to what Rory Jennings said, he said the next month is going to be really important for Arsenal, and I think that's true. We've got Newcastle as the New Year game on January the 3rd, and Newcastle look like they're a team revitalized since Mike Ashley sold the club to the Saudis. They've been on a different level. They've been on an absolutely ridiculous level since they've been taken over. Then obviously Oxford United in the FA Cup, but that doesn't count. And then straight after that we've got Spurs away, and again it's another stadium, both when they're at Wembley as well, where we haven't fared too well in the past couple of seasons against Spurs. And then straight after that, we've got Manchester United at the Emirates. We'll obviously be wanting revenge after the game at Old Trafford, which was slightly flattering for them. But we've still got to go out there and do well. I mean, they look decent as well. They beat Nottingham Forest 3-0 on Tuesday. I know Nottingham Forest are probably the worst team in the league at the moment, but they still look really good. Like, Rashford looked really good in that game. So yeah, it's still going to be a difficult game. If they, now they've come out of the whole Ronaldo saga and that kind of thing, it's possible that they're things have turned a corner for them, and it's not going to be easy. And then if you look into February, Everton away isn't going to be an easy one. I know they're not playing too well at the moment, but it's not going to be an easy one. Brentford at home might be okay, and then we've got City, which could be the big one. If we get to City and we're still sitting pretty there, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? It's crazy days. But yeah, going back to Brighton, I think we can win this. I think it's going to be a very difficult bog standard away performance. I think we're going to do just about enough to get over the line, and I'm going to predict a 1-0 win to Arsenal. Just because, this newfound form that we've had this season, I can't see how we lose necessarily. I mean, I can see us drawing, but I don't see how we lose, unless everyone is off form instantly after the West Ham game. I can't really see it. So I'm going to predict 1-0 to the Arsenal. Again, it kind of mounts the pressure on the teams around us to kind of do better. It kind of, in terms of Man City, it means if we win that, it's like, over to you guys. So yeah, we'll just have to see, I suppose. I mean, their next game is against Everton at the Etihad. So, yeah, they'll probably win that. So we're probably looking at, you know, still hopefully 5 points clear going into the new year. Hopefully. We'll just have to wait and see, I suppose. Well, I guess the last thing to say is that obviously in the last couple of hours there's been the announcement that the Brazilian legend and football legend Pelé has passed away. I just want to send my condolences to his family and to all of football, because, you know, when I started getting into football in like 96, 97, he was one of the first names that I learnt about. Him and Maradona were the two names I learnt about as like ex-great players. And, you know, I unfortunately never grew up in the time that they were playing. I only saw like highlights of what they did and that kind of stuff. And, you know, you never thought that you'd see players like that again. And if without people like Pelé, there would not be, you know, a Lionel Messi. There would not be a Cristiano Ronaldo. There would not be Erling Haaland or Kylian Mbappe. Obviously, these players, particularly Ronaldo and Messi, would have probably been watching players like Maradona and Pelé when they were younger. So, yeah, it's a big loss. I know he was ill for a long time, so it's a really, really big loss for the sport. And I hope that football remembers him fondly, and I'm sure they will do, obviously. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Enjoy the rest of this simulation. This is actually really really fun FIFA simulation to play, because I started, because I didn't know what the situation was going to be with Nketiah and that kind of stuff. I started this game with Martinelli up front, and then I brought Nketiah on in the second half, and he did a madness. So check that out. Hopefully that will keep you guys staying. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. I'll be back again after the game on Saturday to give my thoughts, hopefully in a positive light. Like and subscribe as usual. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @PI_FOGTV. And then until I speak to you again, armchair armory wise anyway, as always, take care and stay safe.
Gives it a go. The save was a good one.
Substitution for Arsenal.
They will now make use of their substitutes bench.
Martinelli. Coming onto the pitch, number 13, Andy Nketiah.
And there's the delivery. Well, he had a decent reading of that ball in. Tomiyasu. Firing it towards goal. Oh, fine stop.
Substitution for Brighton Hove Albion.
Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match.
Number 13, Pascal Gross. Coming onto the pitch, number 34, Joel Veltman.
And he's fired over the corner. Well, they couldn't take advantage of the chance. Running with the ball confidently. Targets available. Cross comes in. Well, I suspected that might be difficult for the keeper, but I was wrong. Nketiah. Can he get them level? And it's gone in. Beyond the goalkeeper. Arsenal level.
Well, just look at this again. He moves the ball quickly, he gets beyond his marker and he keeps his composure. It's an excellent finish.
So, a level contest, 1-1.
Andy Nketiah.
Well, he could run onto it here. And the keeper did more than enough. Gives it a go. And the keeper got there.
Well, just listen to these fans. They're urging their team to score here and take the lead.
Over it comes. 20 minutes to go in this one. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Oh, big chance. And a goal! Another one! Two in quick succession. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions, and when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider.
Substitution for Arsenal.
Undav.
Coming off the pitch, number 5.
Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay.
Onto the pitch, number 25, Mohamed
El Neni. 15 minutes left for play. He read the situation defensively and did his job. March. How about the cross? Oh, and nearly on target. Not quite, though.
Yeah, very nearly, but the goalkeeper had it covered. It wasn't really a great effort.
Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. A move of promise on the flank. And a good-looking ball. And the danger's still on. Xhaka. Magnificent defending.
Well, the fans are driving their team on here, but can they respond with a goal? Time is running out.
And they need to get tighter. And a chance, Ødegaard! A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick.
Well, let's take another look. Yeah, he won't get an easier finish than that. The defending was all over the place, though.
No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. March. Takes the shot. Well, straight at the goalkeeper then. Martin Ødegaard. And Nketiah has it. Delightful pass. Xhaka. It's got to be! And second time around he scores! But the keeper left to wonder what his defenders were doing.
Well, as you can see, the first save is a good one, but they can't react quickly enough to the second ball. The keeper's a bit unlucky, really.
The ball rolling again in what has been an utterly one-sided match. March. space on the flank. Adam Lallana. Oh, it could be. Well, the keeper has outdone himself. Wonderful save. And the referee decides enough is enough. It's the end of the game. Arsenal victorious. That's the main headline from this one.
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cutting through at will at times. The result was never much in doubt, if I'm honest.